Am I the astronaut for dumping my girlfriend in front of her family?
Whoa, man.
Let's figure it out.
We'll just answer right now.
Maybe, depending on what happened. You
right,
know?
True.
I, 31 male, started dating now ex-girlfriend, 27 female, about 6 months ago. 2 months ago, she moved into my apartment. That's quick, homie. That's quick.
8 months in.
So, no. 4 months in. Or, excuse, because, they've been dating for 6 months. 2 months ago, she moved to the apartment. So at the 4 month part.
They were in there.
Yep.
That's tough.
Everything was going great until this weekend. She decided she wants me to meet her family. We drove there on Saturday and I meet her parents. About 30 minutes into the visit, a 10-year-old girl opened up the front door to my girlfriend and yells, "Mom!" What did Pusha T say? You are hiding a child. Woo! We drove there on Saturday and I meet her parents. About 30 minutes into the visit, a 10-year-old girl opened up the front door, saw my girlfriend, yelled "Mom," and hugged my girlfriend. I was quite surprised because she never mentioned she had a daughter. After about 5 more minutes of conversation, I realized the whole time my girlfriend was living with me. After about 5 more minutes of conversation, I realized that the whole time my girlfriend was living with me, I know for a fact she never drove to visit her daughter, and I'm assuming can't recall any phone call to her either. I'm sorry. I promise you I can read something. People just write shit that's wild.
But the brain is going too at the same time.
Exactly. I think he's like, well, I'm getting it all out.
Right.
But proofread, please, homie.
Right.
So I asked the girl when was the last time she talked to her mother, and after some thinking, I get told sometime before summer break, at least 2 months.
Oof.
And that was basically when it hit me. I stuck it out for another 15 minutes, and when the girl had left the room, I told my girlfriend right there at the table, this won't work out. I can't be together with someone that would just dump their own child like that.
Bars.
We drove back to the apartment with her pleading the entire time and promising that she would, oh man, just don't promise a change. Just be like, yo, this is me. My bad.
I'm a bad mother.
I'm going to have to fight. Because, listen, you'll find a guy to be with you that doesn't care that you're a bad mother. You will.
Because he's got his time. He's like, oh, you don't care about that kid? Cool, I don't care either. So
we drove back to the apartment with her pleading the entire time and promising she would change. I packed up all her stuff and drove her back to her parents. So am I the asshole for ending it like that in front of her parents? Edit. There seems to be some misunderstanding. That's probably my fault of how I wrote this. I wasn't asking, am I the asshole for breaking up with her? I wanted to know, am I an asshole for how I did it? Okay. That's debatable.
Right. It's like, no, you weren't an asshole for doing it, but how you did it, I mean, maybe not in front of family, but he was like, hey, we got to do this right now. I mean, instantaneous. He probably couldn't hold it in anymore.
The other thing, too, is then are you going to sit there the entire time? Because I feel him on this, and to me, no, you're not an asshole because she's the asshole for hiding this. You're at the table. What, you're going to leave with fucking, it was so nice to meet you. I'll see you again soon, blah, blah, blah.
We'll do this.
We'll
do this.
Exactly. What about, I don't want to go through this bullshit of this fake interaction that I'm about to have with your family before I leave, just for me to just hop in the car, then do it.
Right.
And also,
with your kid in my face. Hi, how are you? What's your name? What do you do?
Dad!
I mean, yo, she didn't even tell you she had a kid after 6 months. That's crazy.
So this is now, what else didn't she tell you? What else is she hiding? You know, it goes down a fucking rabbit hole. I personally can see how somebody would think you're an asshole for the way that you did it, but I don't think you're an asshole for the way that you did it because
you did asshole for asshole treatment.
You know what happened?
You know what I mean?
You found out she had a kid in front of the family, and so you ended it in front of the family of, yo, this ain't gonna work out because...
This ain't gonna work because you're a liar.
And you didn't do it in front of the kid.
Right.
I'll give you that.
Right. And the whole thing is like, you know, maybe the quality of this person's like, maybe he was really trying to find somebody genuine to start a family with. Immediately you're out, honey. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have a kid that you don't see and don't care. Like, how the fuck can I raise a family with you? How can I have a kid? Are you going to be a bad mother like that with me? Like, I don't want that. You know what I mean? He might want a family. And then that's not a... You lied to them about even having a kid. That's a super red flag.
Who knows what the talks were about? Because he's 31. Who knows if he even wants kids?
Right.
Anything like that. I mean, but obviously this kid isn't going to be a problem in the relationship because the kid's not going to be fucking around.
Anyways, I know.
But
it's just the mere fact of how she did it. So, I mean, how you did it, I mean, I feel like asshole move for asshole move was a trade-off. I don't know.
Dude, you're... not you, I'm sorry. She's lucky that you didn't do the... Wait, what'd you just say? You just said, Mop, this is your... Hey.
I'm out. Right there on the spot. Right. Soon, I'm going to get back in the car right now. Y'all hit you up later.
Yep.
We'll talk about this later because I'm out.
I give it to you, man, because 6 months you've been dating this person. Yes, she lives with you, and that sucks. But 6 months ago, y'all started dating, and 6 months is a nice chunk of time. But listen, you end that shit now. You rip off the Band-Aid. Man, that sucks. Wow, that's a crazy story to tell. Instead of like, well, I think she's gonna change, and I think like.
Hey, how about if you got a kid, you fucking lead with that? It's pretty big. It's a big thing you're talking to somebody instead of worried about getting written off because you got a kid. Just tell the motherfucker, all right, then he's not the one. You really like him, but okay, it didn't work.
I do wonder, and he doesn't say, so I assume not. But this is my thing. Whenever I read some of these shits, where I'm like, y'all motherfuckers just don't talk to each other ever because nobody like. I get 6 months, maybe you guys have just been having fun, doing whatever, but she did move in with you, but that's always my question to so many of these things is, what do y'all talk about? Right. You never, like...
Go deep.
Hopes, dreams, things of that nature, or just when you met each other, however you met each other, it wasn't, yo, so what's up?
Is it all like just daily events? How's the weather today? Is that your whole relationship? Talking of daily events?
Yeah.
Not like aspirations, future, what you want to be, what you want to do, how you see things, your perspectives?
Do you have kids? Stuff like that. Just stuff like that.
You have a 10-year-old you're fucking hiding Drake? Is that what you're doing, Drizzy? I don't know. You tell me. I mean, are you ashamed of your child? Is there something there?
Because I do get too. All right, if she's 27 and this is a 10-year-old, had the baby at 16, 17, 18, one of the... Because he said about 10, so who knows?
But these are mistakes you talk about in life that y'all fucked up, had a kid young. Okay, now if that man says, it's not for me, then you got to eat that, homegirl. You got to eat that. Sorry, you can't have best of both worlds.
And like you said, man, this is and this is what I like. He didn't come out and say like, "Oh, you got a kid, I can't be with you." He said, "I can't be with somebody that would dump their own child like that." So this
is moral compass.
Yeah,
his morals there. It's like
Columbus.
He says morals there. I can't. The way you move is not. If you're doing that like that with your own kid, I don't stand a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What the fuck is that gonna do for our relationship? That means you will fucking do all kinds of crap.
What happens when Usher sings a song to you in the fourth row? What happens then?
You're gonna run stage, blow him in the backstage? Is that what you're gonna do?
Come on, man.
If you had a chance, you would. That's what that is. That's what it says to me. If you had a chance to do me wrong, you probably would because you're doing your own kid wrong.
Or if you had a chance to keep a secret, you would. Like, she doesn't sound like the type of person that like, hey, there's a problem, we need to talk about it. She sounds like, we're just going to put that in the closet and forget about it. Put that in the closet and forget about it.
We're going to hide it forever, and if you find out, you find out, pal. And I hope you forgive me and realize I want to change.
I know, that's the shit, too, is like, girls, and who knows, what she looks like, but those are the type of fucking like, well, I look good, so
I'll take a chance.
Maybe.
No, he'll forgive me. Like, when are we going to spring it on him? That's what I want to know. When was her plan of action? Like, I'll wait till our wedding night, and then hey.
I
got a kid.
I would say probably not then. But did she know the kid was going to be at the house? I mean, so I assume that the kid lives with
Why didn't she even fucking prep him? Prep the nigga when he's about to walk into. You didn't even prep him. She's an asshole, bro.
Yeah, she's 100%. Definitely the asshole.
You didn't even prep this guy that, you're about to see this 10-year-old say, hey, mom, when I fucking pull up. What is that?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying is like, was she...
Jesus. She's an asshole.
Was she under any type of, understanding that maybe perhaps the child wouldn't be there?
Big dog.
Because that's wild.
You're not an asshole.
Or because she also did say, about 30 minutes into the visit, a 10-year-old girl opened the front door. So was she somewhere else out playing with friends?
Keep Rebecca in the back.
Exactly.
Don't let her come out. Mom, they told me you were here. You know?
Oh, no. That's so... Bro, the look. Fucking trying to get a better look. Oh, my God.
Mom, it's me.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
That's terrible, man.
It really is.
Fucking Anne Frankter, bro, right? Fucking back. They're here. Hide her. What the fuck are we doing?
Don't you make a fucking noise.
Don't you make a noise. Oh, my God.
Right?
Meanwhile, this guy's in it. Why am I feeling like a Gestapo here, man?
Did this guy mention that the child was also removing duct tape around her wrists? They'd be like knocking on the door and a double axe handle of, Mom, it's me!
Mom, it's me, face red.
I got out of the basement.
Basement. Oh, my God.
Holy shit.
That's just terrible. And the family just sits there. I mean, they probably feel ashamed. I mean, I would think if I'm a dad and this is my daughter and she's doing this, like, honey, I'm embarrassed to be your father. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and I'm thinking, too, like, listen, if you're 17 years old and you have a kid and your parents decide to help you out and they're like, listen, you do what you have to do, but by the time you hit 27,
you gotta have something in play.
You gotta be
prepared.
That child should have been handed back over to you. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna wait till they're 21. I'm like, I'm here now.
Yeah.
I don't need you.
They kept me away from you the whole time. No.
You did. You dumped me in the basement.
Like Homeboy said, he fully knew, like, I'm not the asshole for breaking. Like he said in the edit, he's like, the question was not, am I the asshole for breaking up with her? It's how I did it, which I do appreciate that he seems to have his head wrapped around the shit of like,
so,
listen, I know
what I did was the right
was
fucking thing. But should I mean, do it in front of her family? But man, it's spontaneous. It's there. I mean, you could have waited, but like you said, why stick around to the horse pony show? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to stick around for the pony show. Let's get this over with now.
And you don't want that girl to get crazy in the car. Like, listen, you do the whole, this isn't going to work. Like, you don't want to then... but even to that's my thing, too. Okay, so, say he didn't do that. Let's go with the hypothetical. Say he didn't do that. Boom, boom, start the car. What the fuck are the first words?
It was a good time. Your family seems nice.
Yeah. Like, I want to know how long she would have went without bringing it up if he let that shit go.
Right. Well, he probably won't say nothing. You think he's... I mean, if he's got his right mind on, what kind of seems like he does, he's gonna say something.
But it's crazy because people are like that. People do have that type of, thing where just like, well, if I don't say anything, they won't say anything. And like, they'll go off that. Of just like, there's the unspoken in the air.
I mean, a quick half hour. Because usually a kid, the first time you get there, mom's here. At the door, I'm meeting you. Like, it's like you say, you stuffed her in the back for 30 minutes and she broke loose.
To me, that means the girl didn't know she was coming over. The daughter did not know that
she
mom was coming over today.
Yeah, she didn't know. And mom probably not even thought she was there. She probably thought she was supposed to be somewhere else. So her secret would be safe for a little bit. And it's like, fuck, the gig is up. Maybe a bathroom breakup, if you want to feel guilty, like at the parents' house. But let me talk to you in the bathroom real quick.
Yeah.
This ain't gonna work.
But I do like him doing it in front of other people. Honestly, to be safe.
Right.
On some like, yo, you do this in the car.
Right.
But like Bill Burr has an amazing joke about like, so what do you think happened in that Chris Brown and Rihanna car? She was just sitting there like knitting and he started hauling off on her? Or was she just like, I'm gonna fuck every one of your friends?
Yeah.
And, like, nothing he did was correct, nothing he did was right. But what I'm saying is, maybe he knows this is the type of girl where you just gotta be like, we're going to do this in front of everybody, so I don't say this to you and you try to stab me while I'm driving.
Right. Burr, and he had that thing where he's like, you know what he said, there's no reason to hit a woman. Well, if you come home and she's fucking drowning your kids, I think it's good enough to haul off on her.
There's a reason you're just not supposed to do it.
Right.
But no, I think, honestly, him doing it in front of them, listen, they know who their fucking daughter is. They have their fucking kid.
They know she's irresponsible. Yeah. If anything, they're just like, well, I saw that coming. You didn't tell them, Rebecca? Saw it coming?
I could see that. I could see the mother exactly just dropping her fork and getting up. Couldn't you see that? Just like, think.
You didn't fucking tell them.
You didn't fucking tell them.
Yeah. Well, come on, girl. What the fuck?
You know what?
Like a good guy.
Hopefully, this will help her to like... Hey, lead with that.
Right.
Like, no, I don't have her. But see, then that's the other thing is then you got to admit a whole bunch of things to yourself of like, well, why have your parents have your kid for 10 years? I get, listen, if you're 17, you got to finish school. Even if you want to go to college, do whatever. Like, get your feet under yourself before you take, but, you're 27 now. She's 10.
He spent a lot of time around her to never hear that phone ring and to say, daughter or something, baby girl.
And a lot of time of like, but that's what I'm saying. Over 6 months, y'all didn't watch TV together and see a family. And did you ever want a family, dude? That's what.
Right. Never asked. Like, I know. Like, that's a question when you're with somebody newer. And it's like, how do you feel about kids? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, he wants kids. Do you want kids? Like, there's questions there. It's like, no, I really never. Like, I really didn't want kids. Like, bitch, because you got one already.
Exactly. But that's I just don't get the whole like, what did y'all ever talk about? And I guess she must have always let it away, or just or maybe she got lucky that you never. But
squirrel moments. Hey, what do you think about kids? Well, I want some Ben and Jerry's right now. How about you?
Exactly.
I can go for some chubby hubby. I don't know about you.
It's I'd like to end with the insanity of her driving over there and perhaps, I guess, not seeing nervous, that's some serial killer shit. She knows we're about to walk into a fire.
That's fucking stone cold.
Yeah.
No fucking preventive fire suit. Nothing.
She didn't try to hit you with a fucking any sort of, barrier.
Walked into a fire without even a cup of water, baby.
Right?
You know what I mean? He hit that nigga one time. You know what I mean? He walked into a fucking scorch.
I know.
What are we doing?
We getting ugly.
This is real lives, man.
Let us know, because for me, I think, the only am I the asshole is what he had said. It's just the way he did it. Do you like it? Do you don't? Let us know your opinion.
I guess it's like, should he not did it in that manner? But I mean, sometimes it's just impulsive, man. He couldn't help it. Like, I can't. I'm not gonna hold it back. It's out.
Yeah.
I gotta go. Sorry, Mom, Dad. Nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm. This is over.
We're not gonna get friendly because you'll never see me again.
Yeah. She's lucky she got to ride back with him. You know what I'm saying? That shit could have been like, listen, I'm going to head out. Whenever you want to pick up your stuff.
You got your parents, you're in good hands. They're taking care of your kids. I'm pretty sure they give you fucking Uber money.
Ugly. Let us know what you felt, man.
Oh, man.
Woo.
Jesus.
That was good.
Take this kid.
Take this seed over there.
Take this seed. Go get this to mommy. But remember, you're calling her Diane today.
I know, right?
Fucking prepper.
This is your older sister. This is your older sister.
What? We're just pretending. You know, like in the shows, you pretend. That's all we're doing.